What is up, everyone? Candice here, and today we are going to wrap up Pokemon Shining Pearl. I got it right because I've been messing up the past few times. This is going to be a little bit different from the past videos because this one video is wrapping up the entire game in one fell swoop. I will get more into it later on at the end of the video, but for right now, let's just jump into this because we have like 9 battles to go through. So without further ado, let's start off with our, 5th gym leader? Let's get started. And yes, this is all going to be post commentary because I don't have the energy anymore. Let's do this. And kicking things right off, we are starting off with I believe this would be number 5 of the gym leaders, Fantina. This person. Now, the biggest thing that I want to say is, I was already at this person's gym way long ago and wasn't able to, throw hands. But after we got past the Team Galactic, which I'll talk about that later on, I was able to finally do this gym. And right off the bat, I'm dealing with a ghost type, and for some odd reason, I decided to let my primate do the work. But I don't think I really thought this through, to be perfectly honest, because I can't really do anything. And then, yeah, I went ahead and I'm like, okay, who could do damage? who can get this ghost balloon out of my face? And I feel like, yeah, we're bringing in the Yeti. Which is not a bad call, to be perfectly honest. But I mean, I don't really, because like none of my Pokemon, I think, Muramasa might know some dark moves, but that'd be like the ultimate thing. And I'm like, look, I just wanna do damage and whatnot. So, and besides, Yeti can take hits, physical hits. I didn't say anything about special hits, but it is what it is. But I also have the advantage that, for one, this is not just like a regular ghost. I believe it's ghost flying type. I'll say this. I think it's around 4th generation going onwards. I start forgetting, like, what types are Pokemon at this point. I'm just like, look, I just know you're a ghost and whatnot. And you heal. You took a heal? And I'm like, look, I need you to, like, not be here right now. And I'm not getting any of the boost either, by the way. And because of that burn, I'm not doing as much damage. I probably could have one-shot if I didn't get burned. So what am I going to be doing? I'm thinking of a scenario what I could possibly do. I'm just going to heal. We're just going to heal it up. Because the thing about it is, and I guess I got so frustrated with the game, I just wanted to get through it. So I'm not going to play as smart as I probably should be playing. I'm just going to brute force it. That's probably why I started off with the primate. Because I'm like, let's Starburst, throw hands. Oh, you're a ghost. I can't do anything. And I don't have the ability that my normal fighting attack moves can still do damage. Okay. But I think this Ancient Power is going to take out the Drip Plume. And gone. You're out. Peace. Go rest in more peace. How do, like, my logic is, how do ghost Pokemon lie in more peace? Like, aren't they already at peace, still fighting? But yeah, I also took the L for that one too. So, it's fine. It's fine. Yakuza's coming out? Okay, Yakuza's going up against a Gengar, which does not sound like the best possible thing. But I do get off the Intimidate, so, there's that. That's always a good sign. There's some strategy going. But I mean, it's a special attacker. Like, what exactly am I going to do? I'm so surprised that normal moves, one-shot, by the way, clear body, man, get out of here with that nonsense. It's funny how a normal and a fighting attack has no effect on it, but a flying move, which is still a physical attack, does the damage. And that's my phone. We're not going to worry about. We got Miss Magius, which I do like this Pokemon, and I remember back in Platinum, I did have this Pokemon on my team, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to do a wing attack, and again, one shot, KO, knocked out, and that's GG. That's GG. And we made it to our steel gym leader. I believe his name is Byron. Oh my goodness, my phone is going off. My apologies. I'm not cutting that shit out. Anyways, steel type. And what do? That's right, Starburst is coming out. My primate, my pride and joy, my favorite Pokemon in the entire world. I'm literally. Why do I do this to myself? I have no idea. But we're going to do it in a close combat and knock this Bronzord. Get out of here. I don't even care if my defense fell. I don't have time for this. I feel like this one goes pretty straightforward. Like, I don't think I make any kind of dumb mistakes. But, like, I'm dealing with steel/ground type Pokemon. I don't think I'm really going to have a problem in this gym. And once again, I believe I am... Oh, wow, yeah, wait a minute. I'm taking Yakuza yet again to go up against the Steelix, but some people might be like, that does not seem like a good idea. But we also forget that Yakuza does have a move that's going to do damage. What move? Close combat. Why would I, like, at my point, it's like a false sense of security. Like, 2 close combats, the Steelix is gone. What can this Steelix actually do to me? I mean, I know I'm a flying type, and it probably has rock move, but you know, hit me with a gyro ball. That, look, it like did like not even 50% of my health. Gucci. Is it annoying that he technically full restored? Yeah, it's always annoying when these gym leaders do this kind of nonsense. But at the same time, I don't care. I'm here to throw hands, and I'm gonna take out this metal snake with my very aggressive bird. So, that's all that really matters. And you know, quite frankly, I would almost want the gym leaders to like waste their potion on a Pokemon that I don't care about, because even if Yakuza went down, I have like 2 other Pokemon that can probably one-shot the Steelix. But I don't have to worry about that. Also, I feel like this Pokemon would have sturdy. I don't want to run into that nonsense either. That's even more annoying. So at this point, he's bringing out his last Pokemon, which I'll be honest, I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm not even gonna try to. Steal the Pokemon is what I'm gonna call it. I do a close combat, and I literally, because this stupid thing has. That could have been a one-shot, okay? That literally, he should have been dead to rights. My Yakuza had that. And how was I supposed to know that this thing had a lightning, a thunder move? Like, what the? Like, you would give me the thunderclap? Nah, get up out of here. But at the same time, I'm not worried. I'm not. And apparently, Mocha wanted to interrupt me as I do post-commentary. Hi, Mocha. You doing fantastic as I struggle with Pokemon yet again? Oh, it's still a one-shot? That's what I thought. Right? Yeah. And that's two gym leaders down. And as we make it to our next gym leader. I believe her name is Candice. I'm also going to apologize if I'm messing up anyone's name. I have dyslexia, so words are going to be weird for me. Anyways, so we're here at the ice gym, which could possibly be a problem, but once again, I just feel so super confident with having Starburst just pop in and throw hands. Because again, I'm going to sprinkle this in, and I'll talk more about it when we actually get to the end credits. But I'm just so done with this game. I'm so done with this game. I'm here to one shot and move on. That's what I am here to do. And ice Pokemon are weak to fighting Pokemon, so I'm sure as shit that Starburst and Yakuza could easily take this gym out. I know that bird type Pokemon, the flying types, are not really what you want to deal with when it comes to ice Pokemon, but my Yakuza's fast. I'm not gonna worry about it. But in any case, we have, like, why you weren't going to live. You are a dark ice type. You are quad weak. Is it quad? That's 4, right? You are just super weak to fighting. Get out of here. And what's so bad is I feel like that's almost like retribution, because I was training one up and I was like, this is not gonna work. Not for this game. This is not, you're not the one. And you know, still I'm handling my business apparently, right? Now, weirdly enough, this is not an ice Pokemon. This is a psychic fighting type Pokemon. And I'm just like, why? Why do you have this? But what I have Outrage. Of course, like, that, I'm gonna be honest, that surprised me that I got one-shotted by a Brick Break. What even? And I don't even get the experience because, quite literally, the hail killed it off. And I'm so mad. I'm mad at this point because I'm like, are you serious right now? It should have been a one-shot for starters. I don't know how that lived. And again, yeah, I'm bringing out Yakuza. And probably not the worst, because it's grass. Like, it's ice and grass. Right? I could use a flying move or a fighting move. And I feel like I should be fine. I'm going to go straight power. We'll go with Brave Bird, and I think this does a one-shot, if I'm correct. Yeah, it's going on one-shot. This is not a problem for me. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Please try again. I lose 50% of my health, but I'm like, I'm not here for it. I'm literally not here for it. And that's game. That's another GG's. And here we have our last gym leader. I believe it's Volkner. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Again, apologies if I screwed it up. That's on me. Letters and words do not make sense in my head. It's fine. And this one is actually a very scary gym leader, in all honesty, because I don't really have a lot to handle with electric types. I mean, I have Yeti, right? And I believe that's what I think. I go to Yeti because Yeti's grass. It's not going to be super effective, right? But I think everything else may or may not have a problem. Clearly, I could also use other Pokemon that's not going to be super effective. But at the same time, I'm like, we need to tank this one out, right? And then what does he do? He takes the Raichu away. And I gotta deal with this nonsense that I believe has double hit, which is a pain. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, yeah, we get the fake out. Cool, I flinch. Because, you know, that's fun. And then once he used Thunderbolt, like, why? I don't understand why he has this Pokemon. Like, you're electrical gym. This is kind of like in the last one. Like, why would you have I don't want to see in it. This is why Platinum did things a lot better, and I'm so confused why they didn't just use Platinum as the base for these remasters of games. But it is what it is. I'm not going to re-thread about it, even though I'm paralyzed now. And this is just making things harder for me. But, you know, we sucked up the rest of his energy. He's out of here, and that was a critical hit. Fantastic. But no, in all honesty, this is probably the toughest gym leader that I had to face on. And I liked it, because a lot of the other gym leaders were easy at best. I know for the majority of this game, I've been over level, but even at the levels I'm in at right now, it's still a problem. It's still a problem. So here we go, tried and true, bringing out my Starburst, my Primate, my love and joy, the best Pokemon under existence. He even got a better evolution in the new gen, which I love so much. I didn't like it at first, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really like it at first. But you know, it grew on me, and now I love it. Fighting Ghost, that's a really good typing, by the way, so I'm like, hey. I just hope they make him look cool in the next game. That's not the point. Point of the matter is, we gotta fight this octopus thing. Which, again, I'm just like, are you even electric? I don't think that you are. I believe that's just a water type. And I'm like, why? Why? There's a healthy amount of electrical type Pokemon in this game, and I don't understand. But I already have Outrage going. One shot to Raichu. But of course I'm gonna get paralyzed. Of course this thing has static. Why would it not have static? But do I fear? No, even if I'm confused. I fear nothing apparently. I fear nothing. Because I believe this is his ace Pokemon. And I'm just sitting here like, ugh. What would be the play here? I mean, regardless, I'm gonna have to do a paralyzation. But like, what's the play here? I'm actually trying to think somewhat statistic. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to use my brain muscles. Because, you know, I have one of these too, and they're really cool. And it's kind of a problem, because he also has Intimidate. And this could be bad. This could be bad, but here's the thing. I'm smart. I'm using items. I got my shit together, I would like to think. But this is where I'm like, I wasn't aware that his Electro has Ice Fang. Ice Fang's a problem. I would not expect you to have Ice Fang, but you know, luckily I have Giga Drain, so I can stall him out. But like, if he gets the freeze, that's a problem. That's a problem. But this is also kind of smart, because again, I'm not thinking that this Pokemon can know Ice Freeze. And it's bad. It's bad, but I'm not stressing over it, because again, I can at least get my health back. He already used his held item. There's not really much more you can actually do. He's going to go down. It's just, it's taking longer than expected. And then there's a full restore. At this point, I'm going to get more of my health back. You made it more convenient for me to just keep draining your life energy, so that way I get more life. I'm literally telling you, the only thing that can really mess me up here, with Yeti anyway, because I probably would have switched out, if he does the Ice Fang and he gets the freeze. But does that happen? No. And what do I continuously still do? I suck up the rest of his energy. If he got that freeze, I most likely would have switched into Primate and just did like a Dragon Rage or something. Dragon Rage, Outrage, and just be like, done. We're done with this. But no, that was game. GG. We beat this gym leader, and now we can go into the Elite Four. And without further ado, we are in this with the Elite Four, and our first trainer is Aaron, the bug type trainer. And I'm going to be completely transparent with this. This is my second attempt on doing the Elite Four. And the reason I say this is because the first attempt did not go as well. Well, I mean, it went well until I got to the last of the Elite Four, and things went horribly wrong. So this is attempt 2. And at this point, I kind of know where I'm, because I've already been through it once, I'm most likely going to one-shot, pivot, do what I need to do to get through it. I got all the right held items, at least I thought at the time I did. But yeah, we're going to sweep through Aaron's team, because his team is nothing but bugs, and Yakuza's not having it. Like, Yakuza is just not going to have it. So I had to be really strategic on like what moves I'm going to be using, so that way I know when to use my ethers and whatnot to regain hit points and stuff to get through this holy fool. I'm so sad that I had to do this to the Butterfree. Beautifly. My mistake. Because that's like one of my favorite Pokemon as well. But it needed to be done because we need to get through this. And like, we are rapid speeding. I think I've used like the same move over and over and over again. Like, I feel like that's what I did. Except for here. I used the Brave Bird. So I'm like, I'm not here for your shit. I'm not here for your shenanigans. Bye. It's like, bye, Felicia. I'm not dealing with it. And that's like, that's the first one, right? Oh, no, we got one more Pokemon. One more. This has to be the last one. Yeah, that's not even a bug type Pokemon. It looks, that should be a bug. It should be a bug dark type. But no, it's not. I think it's this, is it this dark type? Is it dark gray? I forget what the typing is for this Pokemon. But, point of the matter is, we're still going to take it out. Right? I'm just using another close combat. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like a me thing. Like, I'm not gonna completely worry about it. And there we go. One Elite Four member down. And we can move on to our next one. And with that being said, we are jumping into our second Elite Four member. I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess her name up, but Bethany. I'm gonna call her Bethany. I'm sorry. Ground type Pokemon, and here's the thing. Yeti could probably destroy this entire team. I feel like Yeti does destroy this entire team, if I remember correctly, because what? You got a water ground Pokemon? Out of here. One shot. Get out of here. Like, you're literally breakfast, lunch, and dinner for my Yeti. And little tidbit. This was a generation that I grew to love Tangela, to get Tangrowth. Tangrowth is one of my favorite grass type Pokemon. And like, we're not gonna have problems. Yeti is going to literally destroy. Ain't got a critical for no reason. You didn't even need the critical, but you did it anyway because that's how my team rolls. We get criticals just out of nothing. I don't know what to tell you. Sudowoodo, you are a rock type Pokemon that looks like a tree. I feel sorry for your funeral that's going to happen. I did another Giga Drain. That's another one. I one-shot 3 of her Pokemon already. I don't think this person really thought things through with their team. Right? Next is, why would this even be a problem? It's a rock ground type. It's super dead. I will say it did get the stone. I was actually surprised by that. Like, the Golem was fast enough to get that move off. That surprised me. And the son of a bitch got sturdy. and has sturdy. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna waste a power. Like, all right, cool, cool. Because see, here's the problem. If I were to do another move again, guess what? It's gonna do the sturdy thing, and I'm gonna be locked into it, and I don't have time for it. And I think, yeah, now I go for the Giga Drain. I moved out of the way because I'm a G like that, and I'm gonna suck all your energy all over again. But this time, instead of having to deal with the stupid sturdy, gone. Yeti was not having this foolishness. Like, no, you should have been gone the first time I sucked your energy off, not round 2. And besides, I gave Yeti the leftover ability. Like, you weren't going to do anything. And I believe this is the last of the Pokemon. I mean, I think I hippopotamus when I see this, and I'm like, okay. Fine. Cool. This is acceptable, I guess. I'm here just, like, contemplating my life choices at this point, and I'm like, I think we're still good. Do I get the one-shot? No, I don't. I don't get the one-shot, but that might be a good thing. But here we go again with these Pokemon knowing moves that I'm not expecting. Another Pokemon that knows Ice Fang, and I'm like, really? Again? Like, we're doing this again? What do you mean? I did win. I did win. It didn't even matter for the full restore because I'm basically getting my own full restore without actually using my item, and with a one-shot, which literally means I could have one-shotted this the first time. I don't understand. Like, the numbers games in the Pokemon, it makes no sense to me, but that Pokemon is no longer a problem. We gone. We took this gym leader. We took out this Elite Four member, and we can move on to the next. And now we're on to the Elite member number 4. I keep wanting to call them gym leaders, but like we're on number 4. We're on the Flint. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm saying his name right. You know, the weird Ronald McDonald. Why is his hair like? Anyway, look. He has Fire-type Pokemon. I clearly chose the right starter for this, and yeah. Even though I'm Water Steel, I'm not. Look, I'm scared. I'm not scared. What do you like? You want to be hot? Here's some hot water for you. You can't handle. Get out of here. Like, I don't got time for your pony with the. You know what's so weird? I would at least thought they would have made Rapidash have a different evolution where it has wings and become like a Pegasus type. Never done, like, a missed opportunity, right? Could have been a fire flying Pokemon at that point. Whatever. Look, the next Pokemon is not even a fire type Pokemon. Are you serious right now? I'm gonna close combat this bunny to obliteration. Like, low bunny, get out of here. Why? Because it has high jump kick? No! Because you're like, get out of here! Like, I don't understand. You could have other fires. I mean, again, this is once again, this is why Platinum is probably the more superior game, because it had more fires. Like, you have a Steel. You have Steel. Why do you have a Steel ground? You're supposed to be fire. I don't. What? Like, did your Steelix have a fire move? Did it have Fire Fang? Like, what's going on here? What was the logic that's going on with this nonsense? Because this is dumb. This is dumb. I expect the trainers that I'm fighting at this point to have the same type. Let it be known, I have only fought one fire type Pokemon. I've only fought one. Just one. We've had a normal, we've had a Steel, and now I have a Ghost. Can someone please explain to me the problem that's going on at this moment? Like, diversity-wise? Hey, it's cool. Is this what I was expecting? No. Not in the slightest. This is not what I was expecting to have a trainer with fire type Pokemon. What do you? And then you do baton pass to the other starter in the game. Like, I feel sorry for this monkey because I think this is a one shot. Yeah, that thing's it lived because of Focus Sash. And then you want to do a close combat or my Razor. Also, by the way, when I replaced, I got a Garchomp because why would I not? I'm clearly aggressive. I'm going to use an aggressive type Pokemon. But here's the thing. This Pokemon is dead to rights. Because you're not living another one. Right? You're not living. Bye. Bring out your ghost Pokemon that you use Baton Pass. So I've only fought 2 fires and 3 not fire Pokemon. Like, I can't make this shit up. Even if I did, this still is ridiculous. And I'm like, okay, this was kind of a letdown. Like, there's Magmortar. There's like, you could have got Pokemon for a different generation at this point. Like, I don't care. The point of the matter is, have more fire type Pokemon. Also, level 69, nice. Let's move on to our last elite member that gives me a hard time. So here we are at the last Elite Four member. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name because this person in front of us destroyed the run. Like, he beat me, and I don't know if it's because maybe I was just too cocky and thought, oh, I got this. There's no way, right? There's no way I'm gonna have a problem with a psychic type. Bro, he wiped my team. So this is round 2. This whole thing's been round 2. Like, I didn't have a problem with the first 3 Elite Four members, and I still didn't have a problem. This is my roadblock right here. Currently, you are my roadblock. I'm not even worried about the challenger. I have a vendetta against this person right now. And I'm fighting on Mr. Mind that keeps putting up Reflect. And, you know, if I was smart, I would have Brick Break so I could break that. But, you know, it's whatever. It is fine. It is fine. We're going to figure this out. That's the main thing. We're going to figure this out. We're going to move on with our lives. And we're going to get past this. I just don't remember exactly what I did. I feel like it'd be smart for me to use either Muramasa or Razor because they both have dark moves. But instead, it looks like I brought up Celeste. It's fine. Steel. And then he's a psychic. And that was the thing I was kind of worried about because Starburst can easily get wrecked hard dealing with psychic type Pokemon. But Water Steel, I have some resistance, and I'm like, okay. And I decided to use Flash Cannon. I'm like, I thought it was a good idea at the time. I thought, well, maybe. Possibly. But we also gotta remember, he also has Reflect Up as well. And he's trying to do some kind of damage with Psychic, and I'm just tanking it. Thankfully. I mean, it didn't help that I had like the drop on the special defense. But, point of the matter is, Mr. Mime is dead. And we can move on to the rest of his Pokemon now. Probably still going to give me a problem. They're still going to give me a problem. And, mind you, I am over-leveled. I'm over-leveled, and I'm still having a hard time. And I'm trying to think to myself, what would be the best choice of action? I'm staying in. I know I have Yakuza as backup to one-shot this Pokemon. But again, you never know what they're going to do. Right? At this point, I'm just thinking to myself, this could be bad. The likelihood that you was going to actually get that high jump kick was like really low, but he got it. And at this point, I'm just like, I'm trying to think smart, because what if, just out of any confidence, what if this thing had like Ice Punch, right? That's bad for Yakuza, but who else is weak to ice? Yeti is, but didn't use it. Yeti has leftovers. I can take this out for a little bit. And I feel like I'm using a full restore. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm using a full restore on Celeste. Get Celeste back up. Keep doing your high jump kicks. It's fine. I can not live. I wonder, was this the same Pokemon that kind of wiped my team? I don't think it was. But it's definitely a problem. Again, clear answer would have been to use Yakuza, but I would have played a little bit safe. I'm surprised that this Pokemon has hit every one of his high jump kicks, and then in one shot. So I'm like, I haven't seen you use an ice move. I'm going to use the Intimidate to at least lower the high jump kick, because that's not going to do anything to Yakuza. But what I'm really worried about is, like, do you have Ice Punch? You don't. I was faster. Well, I mean, I say you don't. I don't know. I was faster than his jumping kick Pokemon. I can't think of the name at the moment. But we took that out. I believe I stay in. Don't I stay in? Yeah, I keep going. This giraffe is not that much of a problem. Or at least it shouldn't be much of a problem. But I wonder what it is that I do. Do I go straight for Brave Bird, or do I just do it? Yeah, I stick with Area Ace. I believe the critical might have... I feel like it still would have been a two shot. But there's no Trick Room, which makes me not like them. And they have Thunderbolt. I live, thankfully. And we kill the giraffe. Which I actually do like his evolution in Scarlet and Violet. Just saying. It's not on the team, but I'm just saying. It's a cool enough Pokemon. And then comes the problem of Alakazam. I don't know what to do. I mean, I have Pokemon, but I'm like, I feel like I need to switch it up. Do I bring Razor in? I do. I bring Razor in. Razor has Crunch. It's a good dark move. Also, Alakazam is not physically sound. It's kind of a glass cannon type Pokemon, if I remember correctly. But I do believe Alakazam is what really wrecked my entire team. I went straight for Drake. Yeah, I went for Dracomir. I was like, I am done. I am done with this nonsense. Your nasty plot, I'm about just to wreck you. Because I see, the first time I went up against him, the lineup was different. And I had to play a little bit smarter than before. But this time we got him. We got him. And we can move on to, quite frankly, the longest fight in this whole entire game. Oh no, we saw. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. He has one more Pokemon. I keep thinking they have like a certain amount, and then it's like, But now we have his last Pokemon, and this was not fun. I mean, it wasn't difficult at this point because again, the last time I already defeated this Pokemon beforehand, and Alakazam is what really just destroyed the rest of my team because I had like the way it went down was just bad. Goes with Payback. That's not going to do anything to Razor. I'm using my Shadow Claw. That's going to do damage. At least, like, yeah, it heals. So I'm going to have to do that move at least 2 more times. Unless I get a good critical. still going with the Shadow Claw. I think I'm gonna do a Shadow Claw to its dead. We got another Trick Room coming. Oh, it's like really, man, come on. And you do a full. I'm like, this guy is so annoying. He's so annoying when it doesn't need to be. I'm just like, would you just please go down? That's not even 50%. So I've used so many Shadow Claws now. I'm like, would you just... I feel like... So he uses Earthquake, but that's not going to do a whole lot to me. But we finally took down this Bell. With a critical hit, no less. Thank you. And we finally moved. I was so happy when we beat him. I'm like, thank you. But alas. Cynthia. Cynthia? Cynthia? Oh my, I can't say her name. But it's literally the trainer that everyone's always afraid of. I'm not scared of her. Not in the slightest. I just know this is going to be a very annoying battle. So here we go. The last battle in the game. The battle that most people are terrified to do. I'm not scared. I'm here for it. Let's throw hands to one of the most powerful champions out there. We're going to throw hands. And we're gonna win. There's really, honestly, with my team, there's only one Pokemon that I'm worried about that's going to take the longest out of to take all my patience to get through. But Shadow, you would think this would be the problem child, but it's not. It's not. I'm not worried about this Pokemon with no weaknesses. This is not a problem. I gained up a whole bunch of power, and I'm going straight so. Remember when I said I'm the type of person that's gonna go for like power? I wasn't kidding. I gotta show her that I mean the business. There's a Dark Pulse. I'm at 17. I still got left. I'm fine. I'm fine. The only problem is I feel like I have to recharge. So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to weigh my options because I need Yeti to still be here. But I'm also trying to think what would be my best option here. I don't have that many Giga Drains. But I don't have to worry about it because you decided to switch out. And that's probably for the best too. So I use a Giga Drain on the Rose Raid and instantly I'm like, well, I'm switching. You switch? I'm about to switch now. But you know, at least I got some health back, and the leftovers came in a pinch to get me out of the red and at least into the yellow. But I'm clearly switching. Why would I not switch? This grass Pokemon with flowers for hands is not going to be a problem for me. Yakuza's coming in. We're going to immediately get the Intimidate to lower its attack. Sludge Bomb, I don't care. Like, yeah, that did a lot of damage. It did. But I'm not about it. Because Rose Raid, gone. That's one of our Pokemon out. What we're already doing fantastic. One Pokemon down, and we can move on. To the problem. This is a problem. And I'm gonna be honest, this is the Pokemon I struggled with the most. Milotic. It's a good Pokemon. This has a really good moveset. It's annoying as shit to fight. And I'm gonna have a problem. But we're gonna fast forward a bit because she's gonna end up switching out the Pokemon anyway, so yay. After several minutes, she decided to go, I'm gonna take my Pokemon back. I'm like, good! Get rid of this thing, because now we have you, which Real Monster can't do anything. And the Pokemon that can do something is currently dead because my low tick killed it. But I knew this was coming. Unfortunately, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Muramasa even lived through that earthquake. But now we have it. I'm going to do a full restore because we're sacking. I'm playing like this is a Nuzlocke, and I'm like, it's not a Nuzlocke. I'm using the items. We're fine. We're fine. We will get through this. Regardless, we will get through this. But I needed Yeti to come back. Come in here because Yeti can one-shot this Pokemon. Like I'm not worried about a water ground type Pokemon. Is it water ground? I don't even remember. Look, I just know it has ground move, and we're gonna suck the life out of it. One shot, gone. That's 2 for Pokemon. 2 of them were down. Right? We got 2 down. We got 2 that got recalled back into her pocket. She's on the ropes. It doesn't matter if like whatever, because now this pain in the ass comes back yet again to haunt my dreams, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. A lot more minutes went by, but she recalled her Pokemon yet again to bring out Lucario. And I'm just like, okay. This is manageable.
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
Siri, I am not even talking to you. Stop listening to me. No.
Siri, I am not even talking to you. I can search the web for it.
What do you mean you can search the web for it? No! Stop! I'm sorry. Too much is going on right now. We're still fighting Lucario. And I'm mad. I'm mad that she interrupted me like that. What the fuck? Anyway. But Lucario's gonna go down. I have Earthquake. This should be the rest of its life. I'd be so surprised if it lives. No, it's not living. It is gone. It is dead. It's down for the count. So that's 3 of her Pokemon are gone. I have 3 more left to take out. And again, with this Milotic, this is the third time, y'all. This is the 3rd time with this stupid Pokemon that I'm having the most of. I'm telling you, Milotic is the one Pokemon I'm having the most problems with. When I shouldn't. I really shouldn't be having this much problem, but I am. I'm having problems. Oh, good lord. But I do believe this is the 3rd and last time, but it's going to take a minute for me to actually knock this Pokemon out. After several moments later, we finally took down Milotic. And at this point, we have 2 Pokemon to deal with, Spiritomb and her Demon. And I'm just like, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I wasted so much time trying to defeat one Pokemon 3 times in a row that I'm just like, yeah, I'm to use as much power as I possibly can. And even though it looks pretty dire right now, not a problem. At this point, the bane of my existence is gone. I'm going to do a Volt Switch that's going to knock out Spiritomb. That Pokemon's gone. I can switch my Pokemon out as well. And I know what the last Pokemon. Why am I trying to use Swag? I'm not learning Swagger. Not at this point. We're at the end of this game. I'm just at this point. Everything is just coming up. And I think I do use Razor. Yeah. I'm gonna use my because I know what's coming out. I'll use mine. So it's a level 69. Nice. And what does she do? What does this person do? What? Yeah, of course. Level 66. I'm only 3 levels above her Pokemon. And I'm going straight for Draco Meteor. You would think that with the way I'm talking, like, this is going to be a one-shot. No, but it was so close. It was so close. I was like, we're going to end it right here. And then when that happened, I was like, what? And then this is a problem. That's a problem. Sword Dance is a problem. Because you know what she's going to do? She's going to heal. I think she heals. And then I'm like, what's this? You got that much. What I should have just did was probably Earthquake. I probably should have Earthquake. And this is another thing, if you're seeing this. I don't have like moves like Sword Dance on me. Because clearly, I should have did a few Sword Dances and I would have been straight. For now, I go for Draco Meteor again. Because again, I'm not thinking of the long term. And now look how much damage we made. That one Sword Dance gave it that much buff. And now I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. But I'm like, I'm going to do another Draco Meteor. I'm surprised that I'm hitting all these Draco Meteors because the accuracy is not good. It's not good. Normally I use moves that have 100% accuracy or never miss because I'm like, I don't have time for that nonsense. One Dragon Claw puts me down to 1. And my Pokemon loved me so much it held on to 1 HP. And I'm like, surely, this next one, this fucker is still living. Like, are you shitting me right now? Of course, Razor went down. I really wanted Razor to take out her Garchomp, but you know, it wasn't meant to be. So what do I do in retaliation? Because now I'm mad. I'm angry. I am upset. I'm like, okay. But here's the problem. Another full restore. Another full restore. And I'm just like, I'm out of control. I'm using Outrage. Let's go. Let's go. It has rough skin, so of course I'm gonna get hurt. And you're gonna use Earthquake. And what does this do? KO what I would consider my starter Pokemon. And I'm like, I'm running out of options. And let me make myself clear. I still have heal items. I can still revive. I would have did this, but I'm like, I don't want to go through that. I want to take you out. So I went ahead and took the starter I started off with the game with because I gave it Ice Beam. And I was so scared that Earthquake was going to kill me, and I held on with 1 HP, and then this fucker has the audacity to eat in front of this fight? Get the fuck out of here! How dare you eat in the middle of our match? No. I was not about to have that nonsense. I was not about to have these shenanigans. Cynthia is gone. We are not worried about this champion. Like I said, I'm not scared. I've been through way too much shit with this game. But with that, we beat the game. The game is done. We are defeated. All of this is flavor attacks. All flavor attacks. But yeah, that fight was annoying. Like, I wasn't worried about it. I just knew it was going to be a very annoying fight. But in the end, I sat through it. I got through this, and we beat it. And, you know, my thing about it is, from the last video to here, I fought every trainer in this game. I level grinded for like a good 2 days just to get through this nonsense. And even then, it wasn't like a complete sweep because I still ran into problems. Like I said before, the last Elite Four member wiped my team. That was fun. But like second round, we got it. And at this point, I'm just like, it's done. And I want to preface this by saying, like, this is not a situation that's like Yoshi's Crafted World where I hate that game. I don't hate this game. It's just really annoying for me. And maybe this is just a me thing. When I start a project up, I want to at least finish it. Throughout my entire time of me being on YouTube making content, there's only been 2. Was it 2? I think it's only 2 series that I've had to cancel. Right? At the end of the day, I still enjoy Pokemon, but I do not like this game. I want to preface, I don't like this game, and my biggest thing is, hey, we made it to the Hall of Fame. Here's my team. Here's my team. I'll get to the rest of the spill up. But here we got Yeti, level 71, Razor, 69, nice. We got Celeste at level 71. Like, I was over level. Moom also level 72. Yakuza also level 72. Starburst is at level 80. And that was the team. That was my team. We beat the game. I played for what, 88 hours? Yeah, that's about right. that's about right. You know. But no, like I was saying before, like I don't hate this game. I don't like it. I don't particularly like it. And when I really think about it, 4th generation itself, I only really got into 4th generation when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out. I loved the shit out of those games. Those favorite Pokemon games right there. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is definitely my go-to Pokemon game that I will always be able to fall back on and have a good time with. But at the same time, I never played the original Diamond and Pearl. It would be later that I played Platinum. I beat Platinum, and it's just I'm just so confused. I'm so confused on, like, when they decided to do a remaster of this game, why they didn't use the blueprint for Platinum. Platinum had it streamlined a lot better, had more access to more Pokemon and whatnot. I mean, yeah, there's the underground section that is only really viable when you've done all the gym leaders. Like, you could do it at any point when you first get the item to go down there, but I mean, that's not saying a whole lot to me, is it? No, not in the slightest. And I just can't with this game, unfortunately. But this is, I will definitely, this is a game that, like, sure, I would, if I had siblings, or if I had, like, I let kids play this, and I wouldn't feel like they're gonna get offended. But at the same time, I also feel like they made this game so dumbed down easy. Like, I know at the end of the day, it's a children's game. I get that. Whatever. But, like, children are a lot smarter than you give them credit for. And this game, like, literally when I was fighting trainers, I know we all make the joke of, hey, remember that one trainer that had 6 Magikarps? That's like a running theme throughout majority of the trainers in here. They would have 3 of the same Pokemon. And I can never get over that, because it's just easy. I'll just use the same move over and over again. There's no real strategy. I feel like the only time strategy started to be a thing was with the last gym leader. Again, I didn't really have anything to really battle against electrical type Pokemon except for Yeti. And possibly my Garchomp. That wasn't even a Garchomp at that point. But, like, I had to use strategy. The Elite Four, yeah, I clearly wrecked through them, but, like, I still had to kind of think about it. Really, the last Elite Four member was by far the one I had to try to strategize with the limited amount I had to deal with, like, what I had at my disposal to deal with Psychic-type Pokemon, because I didn't think Psychic-type Pokemon would give me that much of a problem. And then Cynthia, and even that fight itself is really the fight with Milotic, trying to tank, because Milotic almost wiped my entire team. Twice! Almost wiped my team twice. But again, I'm using items, because at some point, I remember when I first lost to the Psychic trainer, I was like, oh man. And then I realized, wait, this is not a Nuzlocke. I can just, we're going to go back and we're going to beat him. But, like, you know, we got through it. I beat Cynthia, we beat the game, and I can move on. Now, I do know at this point in time, I think by the time you guys are even seeing this, the DLC for Scarlet and Violet is coming out soon. I'm letting you know right now, I did do 3 videos of Scarlet and Violet. I'm still hesitant if I even want to show those, because my thing about it is, and I think this is also kind of one of the reasons why I pushed as hard as I did just to do this video, was I really tried to make Pokemon entertaining as best as I possibly can, but I feel like overall not a lot of people really were enjoying it, and I'm gonna be honest, that probably also affected me as well, because I'm trying here, like I'm literally trying here, and it just didn't seem like it was gelling. It didn't seem like the right fit, but at the same time, I didn't want to just not finish the game, right? So yeah, there's a lot of things we cut out, like the whole team. I want to call them Team Plasma so much. Team Galacta, the Colts in this game. Yeah, I basically slapped across the face and told him to knock that shit off. Like, we don't even go into the weird world, which is a missed opportunity, because we could have saw all, like, the weird Pokemon that came in later generations. But whatever. We knocked them out. It wasn't anything special. Like, I threw that Master Ball so fast at Palkia. It was something. But I'm gonna stop ranting. And honestly, at this point, guys, Pokemon is done. As far as Scarlet and Violet are even a thing, like I said, I do have like the first 3 videos there, but I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm not sure if you guys want to see those, because quite frankly, I can tell you right now, in those games, I did the 4th option. Like, there's options of what you can do after you're out of school. You can do the gym leaders, you can do the mysterious Pokemon thing with the guy and the dog and whatnot, and there is also the evil team. Like, 3... I went with option 4. I'm catching every Pokemon in this game, and I did, for the exception of the exclusive that's in Area 0. They won't let me in there until I do other things, and I haven't been able to do the legendary because that's more of an after game thing. But all the other Pokemon, I got every other Pokemon. Maybe not all the event stuff that was going on, but I didn't really care. My thing about it was, we got what we got. And I'm just hold off right there. But I will at least put this at the end. If you guys do want to see me play through that, and it just be the 3 stories, well, I guess the 3 to the 4 stories, because apparently once you do all 3 stories, more stuff happens, and then you get to end the game. Then I will do it. But outside of that, I'm really hesitant on even doing that. But alas, I've taken up over an hour of your time. Thank you guys so much for watching this long video. Thank you for anyone that's actually enjoyed the playthrough of this. This is not generally the intended way that I wanted to end things off with this project, but I felt like I want to move on to something else and play something that I'm more going to have fun with, and hopefully you guys are going to be enjoying more to watch. So I did what I did. But regardless of that, I've been Chaotix. You all have yourself a safe and fantastic day. Make good life choices, stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys in my next project. Whatever that may or may not be. Till then, later.